is up, guys? Diplex here again. Welcome back, everyone, to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and RobZ Realism mod. It's been ages since we did a World War II battle, but let me tell you, I've got plenty on the way. I'm so excited to get back into mapping. We're gonna make more fortresses, we're gonna make more line defenses, we're gonna make more awesome historical battles. This one here today is taking place on the Eastern Front during the winter campaign of 41 to 42, so this is sort of like early 1942, January or February. I am so excited to get started. We are going to be following, and we're also going to be partially in command of the German forces. They're going to do most of the action and movement themselves, but they're going to need a few more specific commands later on during the battle. So this is going to be an absolutely amazing battle. Look at the armor. We've got Stugs, Panzer IIIs and Panzer IVs, half-tracks, artillery pieces. So without further ado, let's hit that start button and let's get started. The German assault has commenced. A section of Panzer Force will be moving out first. Oh! A battery of Stugs is now moving up behind to set up a firing line to support the half-track advance. Oh, this is so awesome. Seems like another Stug 3 was hit back there by the destroyed Panzer IV. Not sure what's going on over there, but we will have to find out. Damn! There we go, now the Stugs are opening up. Beautiful. Half-track infantry is moving up. The first wave has launched their assault. The half-tracks will be moving ahead of the infantry to cover their advance. But it looks like our Panzers and Stugs have taken a lot of bad hits over here. Some have been disabled, but the Stugs are going to keep pounding. The ones that are active, that is. And we might see a few of these Panzer Force return to combat later if they can repair their damages here during the battle. Over here on the right side of the road, the second part of the attack is commencing. Panzer Force moving up now. A battery of Stug 3s have been deployed as well, and they're engaging the Soviet AT guns. I want to give you guys a quick look at the bunker back here in action. It is a very cool construction with a beautiful weaponry in it. And that's going to pound away at the German infantry assaulting under the cover of artillery and Stug fire. Oh, that is awesome. They still haven't quite brought down the AT guns, but as I say that, of course, the Diplex curse is going to come into effect. And that SIS is down. Any heavier artillery back here opening up? Got the two 150 mils. The SFH-18, I do believe. If I'm not entirely incorrect. We have a German officer back here as well. Oh, they're taking fire. They're taking shots. Landing very, very close to the commander there. They gotta be careful. Second wave of half-tracks is moving up on the left side, and oh, there we go, artillery opening up now. Boom. And a wave of Panzer IIIs moving up the center now. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love early war. Like 41, 42, weaponry and equipment. These Panzer IIIs are gonna make some progress down the center. Obviously covered by the two sections of armor on either side. If they would have moved up first, they would have been targeted and destroyed. So I think it was good to move up the Panzer IIIs here once the two sides had been secured. Half-tracks moving up. Here's when I have to come into the action and deploy these guys. Almost like a beach assault, getting to the shingle and now assaulting the Soviet bunkers with all the half-tracks covering. This is absolutely amazing. I think we're gonna see if we can get some hand grenades into that bunker. We're gonna have to clear it out sooner or later because it's still attacking our men. One of the Dushkas has been knocked out, and as I say so, I think a Stug opened up. Beautiful. Just like in my little battlefield trailer at the start of the video. Well, we've cleared the first part here. Now it's about time that we look at our losses and that we start planning our next move. This is where we come into action, where I get to command the Kampfgruppe, where we both get to command the Kampfgruppe. You watching and me playing here. Artillery is still shelling some Soviet positions back there. How bloody awesome is it to be back here in World War II? I am so happy. No need for that meme stuff. But I might make a few more realistic World War II camos and make videos of that later on, so be sure to wait for that. Look at the German infantry assaulting now with the MP40s. Taking cover, moving up against the Soviet infantry. This is beautiful. We need the armor to support here. Wir brauchen Verstärkung. I'm gonna move that guy up. And I'm gonna move that guy up. There we go. Wow, the infantry's making serious progress here, but they need a little more support. So let's bring up the half tracks a tiny bit. There's a Soviet armor that we have to be careful not to upset. I think this half track has been disabled somehow. Yeah, that one's not moving. This one's destroyed. We've taken a lot of casualties here. We have one more wave of German infantry we can deploy, so let's go ahead and send them in. Let's try and get... Oh, jeez. Yes. Exactly what I thought was going to happen just happened now on the left side. Soviets in the trenches. German infantry moving up, but that oh, no. Another T-34. It's making its way down the hill. Alright, well then let's counter with the Panzer IIIs. Let's set them up in a battle formation where we can move up all tanks at the same time so that we do not risk losing them one by one. How are we looking down here? Hauptmann. Wir brauchen Verstärkung. All the Panzer IVs have been lost here. A few Stugs are combat active. So let's move up the remainder of the Stug battery. I love being in command. It gives us a sense of immersion. Watching a battle is beautiful, especially at a start like this, but being able to command a little later on like we are now is just a beautiful touch. I think it's amazing. Alright, let's move up all the armor at the same time. This guy is up. That T-34 knocked out this Panzer IV though, so we want to be careful about that. But as long as we move up behind cover, we should be fine. Let's see if this Panzer IV can work some of its magic against those Russian T-34s back there. There we go. One tank hit. Is it gonna knock it out? I don't know, those T-34s, it looks like they're gonna return fire anytime now. Now's the time to move up the rest of the armor. Jesus. Quite literally. This is a devastating assault. I love it, though. It is truly uncertain of who will achieve some sort of tactical victory in this situation. We've lost a lot of armor. There's no lying about that. Oh, we're destroying Soviet armor on the hill, though. Beautiful. Oh, are these Panzer IIIs enough to knock out the German or the Soviet armor? I don't know. One tank down here. We're shelling the tanks up on the hill, which is good. That's a good hit. If I can just get my battery of Stugs up, I kind of like move them up without risking to lose them too quickly, that would be beautiful. This Stug down here, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. The Stugs are being used in a non-supportive manner here. They're being used in a very aggressive tactic. Hey, I like it though. Doesn't look like the Russians are having it though. Not at all. Or the Soviets in this case, I suppose. It looks like we took too many casualties early on. We've disabled the hill position. I wonder if our infantry can get close enough to do any proper damage. Oh man, those T-34s are putting a halt to our advance. Do we have any artillery we can call in? We might be able to shell them to bits. Oh, that tank is down. Well, kudos to the German armor that brought it down. Let's put some artillery fire on it. We are allowed to use all the means we have here at our availability. Because those T-34s are holding it down real bad right now. Wait, do you hear it? It sounds like... Oh, there's Soviet infantry up here. There is indeed Soviet infantry up in the forest that arrived as reinforcements together with the T-34s. I understand that. Now, let's go ahead and disable the HUD for a second. I need to look at the very forces we have here at our availability and see if we can commit to any field repairs. Okay, well, we have another Panzer... Okay, well, we have these 3 Stugs and another Panzer IV that is not completely lost yet. We have a few half-tracks that are back here, but they're not going to do much. We might have to transport our armor up, or the artillery, but we'll see about that. Now, I wonder, was it a Panzer III that knocked out this T-34, or was it one of the Stugs? Because I'd like to know. Well, this one has got a kill. Can I have you target that thing? No, you're a little out of bounds. Okay, let's get you repaired, because we need to knock this T-34 out. We might even be able to continue suppressing it with artillery fire. Yeah, so these guns are going to be opening up. They're going to suppress him while German infantry moves up. On the right side then, let's focus back on what we were doing, which is to move up armor, and let's prepare them for a... We're going to basically flush the T-34 out with a, you know, a large amount of armor. Now, it doesn't ring any German bells in me doing that. I feel like the Soviets would be doing that with a mass amount of T-34s and, you know, bring out a Tiger or something. But the T-34 at this stage of the war is a very, very, very good tank this early on. It always has been a very good tank. So, I mean, there's never been any bad sides about it. Well, there's been bad sides about it, but I'm not a tank expert, so we're not going to turn this into a tank discussion. But let's just say that the T-34, despite its large numbers that the Soviets had, it was still a very, very good and capable tank. And as I said, early on in the war like this, it was superior to many German tanks. Let's go ahead and push out that Soviet tank. Now you're repaired as well, so we're going to move you up at the same time. Oh boy. This is either a win or fail, but we got some German infantry supporting. Oh, do you hear all those engines? I love them. Okay, wait. We're gonna have to make sure that the T-34... Ooh, okay. Penetration. We're gonna have to make sure that the T-34 focuses on one of these Stugs over here. Now we can move up these guys on the side. What were you hit by? Ladies and gentlemen, this might be it. Good hit. We did knock it out, though. Second hit. Panzer IV is still active. It took a penetration, but it's still fighting. Let's go. Do we have any spare tank crew that we can? No, Jesus. Oh my. Hot damn. Well, T-34s, pretty OP, as you can tell. Man, oh man. Well, we've destroyed around 2 here, haven't we? No, only 1. This one doesn't seem to be very active, though. It might have even been abandoned. What do we still have firing? Oh, this Panzer IV. Thank you for that. So that might actually knock it out. Hit hull. Yeah. But then again, there's this AT gun up here on the top of the hill. Well, the assault isn't ending. And there goes the Panzer IV. We might have to concede defeat here, or admit defeat. to the Soviets. Well, we've taken the trenches, so that's for sure. But the Soviet tanks are still holding, but without infantry, the Soviets can't very long hold their positions. I'm going to take quick command of the Soviets, retreat their army to the high ground up here, where they deserve to be in peace. They've done great. But our infantry cannot progress, but once again, the Soviets cannot hold this position without infantry support, with all our Germans covering the trenches and all the building corners. So it would be wise for them to retreat up to the hill up here that they hold still, miraculously, after all the fire they've taken. It's been a costly, tactical German victory, but strategically the Russians are still in charge of it. What a disastrous assault. A very Pyrrhic victory for the Germans, if one could call it that. You can debate in the comment section below what you think is more accurate or not. We have a whole map behind this that we could expand this into. Put the Germans in hold of the town and then continue moving up. Once again, we do have a lot of vehicles in the area, but that early primary assault was devastating. But it does look like we do have a few assets we can still use. We can bring them up and just watch them get destroyed, I suppose, because these Stug 3s here are not the greatest anti-tank vehicles you can imagine. In fact, they're not great at doing that at all. They're very good to support. Yeah, we have some Russians, but they're remaining up here on the hill. They're not moving down, and I think that's pretty wise. So they're going to hold the forest area up here. Any Germans that try and attack that is going to be slaughtered. They simply have too much control of the area. Thank you for watching this gruesome winter assault here in RobZ Realism mod. Hope you enjoyed all the action. I certainly did. It was nice to be in command of some forces after a while now. We tried a few tactics here to knock out this T-34 to flush it out, and ultimately we lost. We took all the casualties here that they wanted us to take, so there was not much we could do about that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.